In for the Night is a podcast that discusses movies, random topics, and gives you an excuse to just stay in for the night. And Ty is wiggling his mic.
I am. I've never seen it do that before.
It's like the pencil thing where you like wiggle it, make it like look like rubber.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what are you talking about?
Did you know if your hand is bigger than your face, you have cancer?
Yeah. So I have cancer. You broke my nose earlier.
It was funny.
No, it wasn't. It was very aggressive. You're aggressive.
I'm surprised you've never heard of that before.
I'm pretty sure I have, babe. But like I said, you got me at a vulnerable moment.
What's your vulnerable?
Sleepy.
You're still sleepy and cranky.
I am.
So we'll have a fun time, folks.
It happens when you get sleepy. You're sleepy all the time. I can be sleepy once.
Yeah, but you chose to be sleepy.
No, it didn't.
Well, guess what, folks? Hello, I'm Katie, and this is Lur.
No, I'm
Lur in the
Arrow
lurch.
today.
He's Lur in the lurch today.
I'm Arrow today.
No, you're not Arrow.
I'm Arrow.
You're Lala when she's peeing,
Why peeing?
like on the couch.
All right, I'm just gonna pee on our new little chair that we got.
Don't pee on that one. I like that one. We just got on Facebook Marketplace, we got this really cute 1.5 chair thing, and it's comfy, and I just don't want the dogs to sit on it. But of course, as soon as we set it up, all the dogs sat on it.
Or what you should do is, if you're not gonna be sitting on it, just put one of the dog cover things on there, just in case they do get up there and she happens.
Or just
to pee.
flip over the ottoman.
Or do that. There you go. Yeah.
I'll have to do that.
Just so they don't sit on it or get on it or pee on it.
Because then they make it smelly.
You make it smelly.
I smell delicious.
Because you're probably going to sit on there after you get back from the gym one day and it's going to smell like sweaty wifey.
I sit on like dog blankets when I get back to the gym.
Sweaty wifey. Sweaty wifey. Don't look at me like that.
Anyway, so for our anniversary, I bought us some wine. And literally only for the name of it. What's the name of it?
Wine.
Great. So we buy all wine that's called wine.
Wine. It's just that simple. White wine, red wine. What is it?
Colored wine.
It's called
Rosé wine.
Vampire.
Vampire.
Because it's made by vamps.
Literally a winery called Vampire Wineries. I thought that was badass.
Yeah, maybe it's ran by vampires. But
so.
Obviously they have workers there. Because
if you're a
the
vampire,
vampires.
can you let us know? We want to become vampires.
I want to be a vamp.
Yeah, me too.
Only
forever.
if I can fly, though. If I can't fly, then never mind. But
I don't really care about flying.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I still want to be a vampire.
So you lied about it, then you brought it, like redacted that statement instantly.
What?
Only if I can fly. Just kidding. Anytime. Anything. All of it.
No, I said I still want to be a vampire. I didn't say anytime, all of it. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about anymore. Speak English.
Anglais. Anyway, je parle anglais. I speak English. Hey.
Je parle.
Je parle. Parle? Parle.
Parlay.
No, it's parle.
It's not parle.
Okay, what is it,
You
sir?
need to get the pronunciation back.
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation. Exactly.
Incompetence.
It's not je parle. That's
Je parle.
the English version of
Je
it.
parle anglais.
Parler.
Parlay is with an S. To parlay. Do you speak?
Exactly.
No, but I speak. It's a different pronunciation. Anyway, we're not going to get into
wrong.
the semantic.
Wrong. No,
I'm
might
going
be
to
right.
punch
it's
you.
It's taken forever since I've taken French, so I don't know.
Oh,
But
I'm sorry. You're
parle-
so...
But parle is not the
Parlay.
right pronunciation.
Parle.
He's chewing on a dildo.
So we got the dogs a new treats and toys. And so I didn't realize what we purchased for Arrow until we got it home and he was carrying it
Which
around.
we can take a picture of it.
It literally is a big black dildo. Like it is a dog dildo.
And he's chewing on the tip right now.
So,
We're making fun of him, so
he hits
he's
against the
moving.
wall. It's fine.
He's like, screw these people. I'm going over here.
I'm gonna chew on my dildo over here.
We literally can't see him anymore.
Oh my god.
He hid from us. He's such a smarty pants. He knows when we're talking about.
All right. So, what is this episode, babe?
Arrow episode.
We were talking about him the entire time.
We
could fill 45 minutes with that.
We could, 100%. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But even better, it's
even better. Nothing's better than Arrow.
We're not qualified. We're not qualified.
Nothing.
Okay. So we have we're not qualified. We have a few advice questions and a few confessions. Dun, dun, dun. Confessions, we're just going to react to because hell yeah, that's awesome. But advice, we're going to give our advice. We're not qualified. We are not qualified. We are not medical professionals.
Remember, we're qualified. We know anything and everything about everything and all things.
Okay, let's get sued. Great. That's like I was being sarcastic, obviously. So number one, I called off of work and lied to my boss saying my car had to get towed because it wasn't working. Now my boss is asking for the tow and repair receipts. What should I say?
Ooh, that's a first.
Fuck you. That's what I would say because it's none of his fucking business.
It's none of their business.
I didn't get a receipt. It was expensive. Like, it doesn't matter if you called off work. Why is your boss worried about why you called off work?
Yeah, like, that's weird. It's none of their business. Like, that's personal. What is it, like, personal something?
It's personal business. You should be like, I have to call off work. I have to get a day. I have to have a sick day. I have a mental health day. It's none of their business why you're taking a day off.
Yeah, like that. Because I know, especially at my job, like, because I think I had that happen one time. Like, I was calling in sick. Or something, and I messaged my crew chief or something like, well, what do you have, or why? They started asking me all these questions, and like people have told me at work is like, you don't need to answer that, like that's none of their business, like don't answer it.
It's illegal to actually
just say
ask
it's
that.
a personal, like what is it, personal,
I'm sick,
personal something, and then they can't ask you anything else. So like your boss is he's just trying to. He's sorry. He's
sucking on it now.
Yeah, a dog was making a weird noise, so I thought something was happening. It sounded like he was choking. So yeah, it's like I was gonna say something I forgot, but it's basically they can't ask you for receipts or why or what was the reasoning
unless they're paying for it. So if they're paying for it, give them receipts. But obviously,
your boss isn't paying for it unless maybe he's asking because he wants to pay.
But the thing is, they lied about it and said their car wasn't working, so they.
But how does he know that they lied? He's trying to catch them in a lie, basically. That's
pretty much. That's what they do because they're like, why should
I don't have the receipts? Just be like, I don't have the receipts. I didn't get a receipt.
I didn't want to go into work today. Who cares? Like some people call off work for the shittiest reasons, and they still get off.
But the thing is, especially if their boss has a knack, or like not a knack, but like a hard on for them, they could try to fire them. Was what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Then that's probably why he's asking. He's probably trying to fire this person. So. Your boss does not need. You can't sit there and be like, "Oh, I just had a sick day," because that means you're lying. Like, you can't do that. Just be like, if you don't want your boss to know that you lied,
this isn't America, right? You know this isn't America.
Just say that I don't have the receipts. I didn't keep them. I didn't get a receipt.
Like I think it's like Sweden or something. It's somewhere in Europe, like one of the happiest countries in Europe. They literally take 4 weeks off in the summer just for vacation. And they literally let all their people know, like they're connected to, if they are like salesperson and be like, hey, I'm going to be out for 4 weeks. I'll message you back in September or whatever. They're gone. They do not worry about work. They do not come back from work. They just sit there and enjoy 4 weeks of vacation.
Yeah, I heard about that. I think there's a company in the United States. I don't think they're based in the United States. I think they're based in Canada or something like that. But they have people that work there in the United States. And they have a mandatory vacation. Like they have to take.
Same with my company.
I don't know what it is. It's like a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something every 6 months or year or some shit. But it's like a mandatory vacation.
Same with my company. My company is really cool. I really like my company where it's a flexible PTO. But if you want to be eligible for extra benefits, like get rewards and shit, you have to take a mandatory 20 days off. Like a minimum.
With pay or no pay?
With pay. Flexible means they'll pay all the days, but it's just like if you take more than a month off, then they have to talk. Like it'd be like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be paid for it. But if you want to get rewards or something, that's what my company does. They are like, you have to take a minimum of 20 days off a year, minimum. So that's 4 weeks.
20 days is 4 weeks.
20 business days.
Well, technically, it's 21 days would be.
A week has 5 business days and 2 weekends.
Yeah, I'm thinking the 7 days, not 5 days.
Oh.
I keep forgetting that it's 5 days, not 7.
Because you don't work weekdays, weekends. I work weekdays, weekends. Anyway, so tell your boss, sorry, that's personal.
Fuck you, bud. No.
Suck my dick. It's bigger than yours. That's.
Or.
I need a shirt that says that.
Or I have a very, very better idea.
I know what you're going to say. I support.
You should just tie your boss up.
No, make a drink.
Make your boss a drink.
First. That's first.
I
not
always
time.
forget. I always want to tie up people and then give them a drink.
Some S&M vibes over there.
Hey, you know what I mean? I just want to tie someone up. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me as I
make your boss a drink.
Put some drugs
up. You do it. I keep fucking it up.
Make your boss a drink. Put some drugs in it. When they pass out, tie them up, and then tell them it's not their fucking business.
Hey, no, you're not supposed to eat it, dude.
He's eating his dildo. I thought I was supposed to be super indestructible.
That's why he's eating on the corner of it, because he can get to it easy. No, dude, because you're eating it. Get out of here.
You don't get your dildo back. You
sorry, like I turn around, he's like literally
chewing on his dildo.
And then he like swallows it, dude. You're supposed to know the difference between eating stuff and not. Anyway, now y'all gotta take 3 shots.
Don't swallow.
3 shots. Let's just start it off
Spit it out. Spit it out. Okay, number 2. All right, so that is it. Tell your boss it's personal. He doesn't need to know unless he's paying for it. Ask him, are you going to pay for it?
There you go.
And then go run your fucking car into like a tree or something.
And if he asks, like, oh, well, where'd you go take it at? Be like,
none of your business. That's where I normally go to.
I took it to a place I don't remember the damn name. Like, he's just trying to catch you in a lie and just keep giving him like bullshit answers. Like, I don't remember. Oh, well, how much was it? I think it was like freaking $500 or something.
Where's the receipts? Are you going to pay for it? If not, it's none of his business unless he's paying for it.
Or you just say none of his business. Let's see. So advice. Okay, I get it.
Number 2.
Sorry, I got to itch my back. All right. Number dose. I've been wanting to get back into dating. I'm 31. Have been in long-term relationships since I was 16. No kids, engaged once. My last partner died 2 years ago. So since then, I haven't been on a date or had sex with anyone else. What is your advice for starting on a dating app for the first time ever? Help. First of all, do not get on a dating app. They are trash. Terrible.
I knew that's what you were going to say.
Don't do it. That's my number one advice. Like,
if they don't go to bars or anything, how are they going to meet anybody?
I mean, I think there's like a couple dating apps out there that are okay.
Tinder.
No, why would you say that?
I don't know. Don't do Tinder. Really, don't do Tinder. It's full of trash and young people who think they're.
There's a lot of bots on there too. If anything, maybe Bumble, but like do the paying version of it.
I did OkCupid and that wasn't bad.
And don't do Tinder. Don't do
Grindr.
That's.
But if I don't know who they are. I don't know if they're male or female.
Yeah. So don't do Grindr.
Don't do Grindr.
Don't do Plenty of Fish. So POF. Definitely don't do that one.
I did that one.
No, don't do that one. I've heard some
horror stories. Okay.
Horror stories.
There's a new one. I think it's like Hughes.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't date.
We've been married for 3 years and dating for like four total. Like 4.5. So, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so when you do it, just make sure to put out there what you want, because I had that situation where I put out there what I want. I literally stated, I want a relationship. I want to date for a relationship, not just date casually. And so I matched up with this dude, and all he wanted was a casual. And we were talking, and then he was like, oh, what do you want? And I was like, dude, I want a relationship. Like, that's my end goal. And he's like, well, that's not me. And I'm like, cool beans, no problem. And he's like, actually, this was like very amicable. Thank you so much. Like, we we're going to part ways. If I ever change, I'll definitely hit you up. And I'm like, cool beans, let's do this. And then we parted ways and left. If you're really straightforward with people 100% of the time, first, like straight up, it will be easier.
Yep.
If you just want to fling, then add all the dating apps.
Yeah, like if you just be honest on there. So don't play into the games that all these other people,
because men like if you're a female and going for a man, men will tell you what you want to hear, but actions speak way louder than words. Ask them how their relationship is with their mom. If it's trashy, run.
I mean, not all of them are going to be like that.
Kind of.
Relationship with my mom is great though, but still. Yeah, so just if you do get on a dating app, like
be wary.
If you do get on Tinder, or if you do get on like Plenty of Fish, or one of the just sex ones,
OMG,
then just state what you're looking for. Don't like be behind the bush. It's like, hey, if you want a relationship, if you want a long-term relationship, just put that on there, and it should scare the guys away or girls that are not looking for that. So,
okay, first and foremost, more so for females dating males. Okay, these are the rules. Never have them pick you up. Because that is a fucking kidnapping. Literally. Never have them pick you up. You drive to it, take a taxi, Uber to wherever they're at. You will meet them in a public location. Do not meet them at your home, in a park, anywhere after dark. You go somewhere public where people can see.
A park is fine as long as it's a public park. Not like one that's hitting by a bunch of trees and trails. Like, that's not good.
One date I went on after I went on one previous date with this dude, and then I went on another date, and we went on a walk at like 9 p.m. It was dark out. It was the same one we were studying for your test with. We were walking around the trails, and I was testing you.
Walking around on trails. Oh, yeah,
San
yeah,
Antonio.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
A lot of trees. Anyway, don't meet them in random shaded areas. If at any point you're just like, I don't feel it, fucking stand up, pay your ticket, and leave. You have no obligation to them. They're going to make you try to feel guilty for leaving them. Fuck them. Fuck them. As my favorite murder has said, fuck politeness. Because men will play into that and make you feel bad. And guess what? That's when women get murdered.
Yep.
The end.
She knows because she listens to a lot of murder podcasts.
So protect yourself. If you feel like you have a gut feeling, go to the bartender and say, I don't feel safe. And they will take care of you. The bartenders are there for a reason. If there's a doorman, go up to the doorman and just be like, dude.
Yeah, the bartender doesn't want to help, then get a manager to help.
Anybody's there. Somebody will help you. That is like working. Not a bar person. Not anybody at the bar who's drinking. Nobody else. Just work. Go to the people who are working.
Yeah, it's scary nowadays, so you just gotta.
Sorry, there's not a lot of tips to it.
Watch your back and watch yourself.
It's just
But as far as like, aside from murderous intentions of people, getting more on a normal track, just keep that in the back of your mind though, because it is scary out there. But normal track, just state what you want on any dating app you get on.
And don't waver from it. Don't give people the benefit of the doubt. If they're like, but if you're like, I don't want to date somebody who has kids, and they're like, have 5, don't date them just because they seem nice.
Yeah.
Don't
just
waver for what you need.
Keep to your guns and stick with that, and it'll be peachy. Trust me, it's going to be probably it might be
it's going to be a shit show. I'm going to tell you straight up.
A long haul or a shit show, but eventually you'll find that person, and then bam,
don't
there
put
you
all
go.
your eggs in the same basket though too.
Whatever that means.
Don't like one person immensely and then stop on the dating app, because they're definitely not stopping on the dating app.
Oh. I mean, wait until y'all say you're exclusive before you stop. Like, you can be dating multiple people. Like, that's the whole point of a dating app it's like a dating talk shows or whatever. Like, you're going on a date with this person, that person, that person. Now, granted, if you're like dating this person and you sleep with them, you're dating this person, you sleep with them, you date with this person, you sleep with them, that's not a good thing. But I mean, to each their own.
So your oats.
But if it was me and I was dating someone and I found out that they were basically dating a bunch of people and sleeping around with all of them, I would take myself out of that equation, because that's not what I'm looking for. So if you make out, it's not too bad. But, that's still, I would try to save that until you're someone that you're like, okay, yeah, like I can see myself with this person. And you can kind of go a step or two further. But that's just me. to each their own. But yeah, just try to stay away from Tinder and POF. And it'll be better if you can pay for a dating app because like you get to see who liked you instantly and who messaged you instantly and all that good stuff. And plus, I think you have like unlimited. Apps? No, I never did.
Oh, neither did I.
But I know they're like T does. So it's just better if you can pay. Plus, you're usually not that much anyway. So
it's
I
like
think
$9
now,
or $9 or $10.
Yeah, it's not that bad. And then just state what you feel, stick with it, and you'll be fine.
I like that.
It's still gonna be rough though.
Just do
unless you're just one of the lucky ones that find someone like that.
Get a thick skin. Get a thick skin.
Yeah, but I mean, you can open up sometime.
Open up, but be like if somebody rejects you, just be cautious. I don't know. Just message us back with your fun details of dating. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, number 3, advice. So this one's a short one, but it has a letter. So I just received this letter. What should I do? And the letter says, control your animals or they will disappear.
Are you fucking serious?
Yep. I literally put it there. Do you not see that?
Yeah,
little,
I
like,
see that.
smudgy?
I thought that was just like a mess up on a...
No, it was like the mess up was the printer, but that's what the letter said. I I screenshotted it and copied and pasted it over.
See, it was a little bit like...
Faded. So advice, what you should do...
Wow.
If you know who the neighbor is, tell them to fucking calm down. Hey, what are your animals doing to make them say that?
Yeah, like, first, what are your animals doing?
Because if they're barking all day, all fucking damn day, get control of your animals, really. Because I'm not that person. We have our dogs outside, and if they even start barking remotely for more than like a second, I will be out there yelling at them.
Yeah, we don't allow our dogs to bark a lot. Plus, they're not also outside like a lot because they have an option of coming back in when they want. Like in our Princeton neighborhood, there would be people that leave their little Shih Tzu dog or whatever the fuck dog this was outside, and they would leave it out there for barking. Hours and hours and hours, and the dog would just be barking the whole time.
And in that county where we lived in, Princeton, Texas, it was illegal to have dogs barking.
But for some reason, they ended up somehow doing it. And I don't know if anyone ever like called anybody. But
well, no, I posted on the neighborhood like Facebook page, and this woman went off on me, and I was like, maybe you're abusing your dog.
People went off on her too,
yeah, I just sat there and I was like watching all these people scream at her, and I was like,
that was good because they were taking your side. But yeah, so we need a little more.
Hey, nobody should ever be threatening your animals.
Yeah,
they should talk to you directly. So that's not cool. That is very aggressive. Hey, I get upset with animals. Definitely. If a dog is incessantly barking and I'm trying to concentrate, that frustrates me. And I understand where the neighbors are coming from. But writing a note to the neighbor, I would never do. I would directly, like I did on the Facebook page, I directly associate like, hey, whose dog is consistently barking? They need to stop, kind of thing. I was very direct. I was like, not mean about it, but I'm like, yo, you need to have them. If your animal is like aggressively lunging at somebody, that's a little bit different. Because if they're on a chain or a collar and they're lunging at somebody, that's
very aggressive.
That's very aggressive. But I don't know the context.
Well,
so
they shouldn't be in a chain in the front yard to where they could lunge. If they're in the backyard, then...
I told you my horror story when like the German Shepherd attacked me.
No, you didn't.
When I was like in 3rd or 4th grade, one of our neighbors on my way to school adopted this old police dog who turned blind. Mm-hmm. And so any noise he would lunge at and attack. And his chain was long enough to go over the sidewalk.
So that's not right.
It's not. It really wasn't. And I was in 3rd or 4th grade. I don't remember. 4th or 5th grade, maybe. I don't know. I wasn't really a baby, but I was old enough to be terrified. And so this dog like lunged at me and like pushed me over. That's why I don't like dogs. I'm not a dog person because of that.
I've been attacked before and I still...
I know that's you though. That's you. And so I was terrified of this dog. And so every time I walked to school, I was terrified. So I would get like, we would have like bologna and I would grab a piece of bologna before I went.
There you go.
Went to school, and I threw it at the dog's face and I would run through. He would eat it.
It would just eat it.
Well, the neighbor would pull him in as soon as he heard him, like the dog barking. Like, but it terrified me, and every time I walked past that like house, I was so scared because
it's like that movie that we watched. Wasn't it? It was no, I think it was some scary movie. I can't remember. Anyway, we watched a movie where that girl is like a little girl, and and a brother. I think the brother ended up. Oh, wasn't it Black Phone? I don't know. But anyway, they're walking past, and this dog was just going ape shit and barking at her, and then she would get scared. So then, like one day, I think she got. Oh, no, it was. I know what it was now. It was some like kind of like Black Mirror thing that we watched.
Yeah, I remember.
She would get scared, and so she started taking like food for the dog, and she would feed it, and it ended up being like best friends.
I think this is the one where she, like, the mom blocked her.
Yeah,
from
it was
violence.
blocking her. Yeah.
That's Black Mirror.
Was that how it went? I think she started taking food for the dog, didn't she?
I don't remember that. I remember basics of that one where the kid was trying to show her porn and she couldn't see it. So.
Yeah, it would like go. It was like a weird Black Mirror.
Anyway,
episode.
seriously, talk to your neighbor and just be like, if your dog is acting up for any reason, get training for it. Train it. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening because, like, if somebody's to the point of writing you a letter, if they're just barking at them happily, tell your neighbor to suck it up and get over it. Like, but if your dog is being aggressive, that's a different thing. I don't know the context. I wish we had more. If you have more, write more, and we'll be able to better.
Need more like what is it? Not like more detail or info on what's actually happening, but. Case in point, neighbors should not be threatening you.
Yeah, neighbors should not be threatening your animals.
Threatening your animals.
I would bring it to the police as well, just to have, go to the police. Like write down the date that you received it and talk to them and be like, hey, I just received this from my neighbors. My dog's in my yard. They haven't attacked them, kind of thing. Just list what's happening. So that way, if it happens again, you have like paper trail, like you have a consistent paper trail. I would
definitely go to the cops and let them know that you got a threatening letter because that's threatening.
That is very threatening because they're saying that they're going to kidnap or murder your dog.
Yeah, well, basically murder your dogs, or they're going to
or animals,
on
or cats. It's like control your animals.
Well, yeah, they just said animal
or birds. If you have birds,
if it's birds or something, I'm pretty sure it's dogs. Like, there's not really any other animal that's outside. Like, I'm pretty sure they're not complaining about a bird.
Birds are outside.
Not caged birds.
Anyway,
yeah. So definitely need more detail. If you can give us more detail, that'd be great. But we think that you should definitely contact the police and
let them know the situation.
Let them know the situation. And
so it's on file and ask them to report it. Because if they don't report,
not to freaking threaten you.
Report it because you don't have proof of who it is, but just put it on file so they have it on file. So if this happens again. Or if anybody brings it up or threatens you verbally, you can bring it up with the police and say, hey, this person threatened me verbally. Get a Ring doorbell, too, because that's going to help. However you receive this letter, if it came to your mailbox or under your door, you can see who did it.
Yeah, Ring doorbells are pretty nice.
So that's proof. But I hope they don't make your animals disappear.
They freaking better not. Let me know who it is, and I'll go find them.
Okay, let's not threaten people on the
Threatening
podcast.
Animals is
not cute.
One thing I do not like. I'm not going to do those yet. We're going to do all those together.
No. Just do the next one. I separated it so it's better. Yeah, do it.
I don't want to. I like doing everything together.
Okay, fine. Do it. Whatever.
Another advice one.
We're saving the...
Confess, I think they should all be together.
Okay, anywho, next time
a girl I work with told me she molested her younger brother and sister.
But
she was a teen, so she was punished by family court, but nothing on her permanent record. Oh, wow. Now she is marrying a good friend of mine. What should I do?
Tell the friend. Tell the friend. That's
Definitely
not...
tell a friend.
That's... The thing is, if you have children, what's going to happen?
Yeah, she's just going to probably do the same
maybe,
thing.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. But it's like once a cheater, always a cheater type thing.
Yeah, but that's terrifying. Like, it was... She did it to her brother and sister.
And that's crazy that the girl told...
How did she find out?
She said the girl at work told her.
Why would she tell her that?
Maybe she felt guilty. I don't know. I would like to have more detail on this too. Like, when she told you, did she seem like not heartbroken, but did she seem like she fucked up? Like, did she realize that wasn't a good thing? Or was she telling you kind of like...
Or can I counter that and add more detail? Did somebody tell you had to do it? Like, maybe a parent was like, you have to like touch them here kind of thing. They didn't say that, but I was saying that she said she confessed to it. Maybe she's like withholding information.
She was a teen.
So she was a teen. So maybe a parent, uncle, aunt, grandparent, like was telling her, hey, you have to do this. And maybe they were videotaping it. Maybe it was child pornography.
Maybe.
So maybe it was like not.
That goes back to my question. When she told you, what was her facial expression like? Did she seem like sad? Did she know it was a wrong thing to do? Like, what was her, like, how do you say, charisma or whatever when she told you this? Because
characteristic.
If it was like
demeanor,
she did it kind of like happily, then that means she did it on her own.
Oh yeah, I molested people
and would do it again. Now she said it like, and it like started crying and shit. Then she's like, okay,
has she had therapy since then?
Someone put her up to it, or she did it, and she was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, or I don't know what I'm doing here, type thing. So that's. I wish there was more detail in it, but we both agree that you should tell the friend.
Yeah, just to let them know what happened. If it's something that was against their will and they were forced to do it, that's different. Just leave it. If they weren't charged again for it, that means they probably didn't want to do it.
I was going to say, maybe you should try to talk to the girl again and get like more detail on what happened. And be like, well, are you going to tell?
Or maybe they're just a pathological liar and just said it.
Maybe to see what she was going to do or something?
Yeah.
See, there's like, we just started thinking about all sorts of random things. I mean,
that's why we're not qualified, folks. We're not qualified because I need more details. If you send in advice questions, please be detailed.
Somewhat detailed. I mean,
I want all the details.
Not like a paragraph, but I mean...
More details better because this one I'm just like I don't know how to react because
like,
tell the friend, but also like how did they feel? Maybe they just told you in confidence that when they were children they were manipulated to molest their sister and brother.
Maybe they did it because they wanted to. Maybe
or
they did it
they're just terrible people.
Because they were drunk, or maybe they did it because they were drugged up, or maybe they did it. I mean, there could be a lot of different reasons why they did it. Case in point, shouldn't have been done. Period.
Right.
But if they were forcefully told to do it, then that's a little bit different situation.
So from the information we have gleaned from this, I would suggest still telling the friend, let that person know that you are telling the friend, just be like, I have to tell my best friend, like I have to do it. I'm sorry. Don't apologize because they're the ones that kind of fucked up in life, and then they can have a deeper conversation of what happened.
Yeah.
Because they can still save the relationship. But it's just honesty, like upfrontedness. Because if the person who told you their secret didn't actually tell the person they're marrying, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's life-changing.
I mean, that is life-changing. Because if they have kids, then that means more than likely that girl's going to do the same thing.
Maybe, but we don't know the situation, so they have to have more conversations.
Yeah, we don't know the situation. So, case in point, she could do it again to her own children.
So since we're skipping the confessions,
there was another advice right below.
I know. We're just doing advice, and then we have 3 confessions after this. So hang tight, folks. Not really advice for me, but have a general question for you both. Since you brought up confessions, and I have thought about this a lot. If a person confesses to committing a crime in a song, why does that not count as a confession? So
it should.
It should. So
unless they're.
So like rap songs. I'm assuming that's what they're talking about, like rap songs, like popped him, I capped him, or whatever. That's technically a confession. Why does that not?
If they say that they did do it, then yeah. But if they say I want to.
But why are they not arrested?
If they say I want to or I should, but they haven't done it, then.
Why is that not a confession? That is a confession to me.
If they say, yeah, I'm going to go do this, or they do it, then yeah, that's a confession because they're saying that they're doing it.
If it's a cold case, you open that shit back up, pull that song out, and be like, done. Connected.
But it's
like
also
Tupac.
There's also a I don't know what it's called, but you can't be tried more than twice.
Double jeopardy. That's what it's called. Double jeopardy. But if you haven't been tried in the first place and you confess to it, if you're a rapper, then you can be tried for it.
Yeah, but we need to know what line, because
No.
if
You-
they're not
y'all.
saying I did this, then it's not a confession.
So they're just asking our opinion of it. We both
Oh.
agree that if somebody
Yeah, if
confesses
someone
something
confesses
in a song,
it should be a confession.
it
Yes.
should be a confession. We just dig too deep into it and are too analytical of it.
Yes, I agree. It should be a confession.
100%.
And I'm pretty sure it is a confession. If they say I shot this person, then that's a confession.
Like half the rap songs.
Like, what's the difference with not half the rap songs, babe? They don't say I shot someone. They don't say that.
Drive by.
They just say, oh, they're just talking in general. Maybe it happened to them. But yeah, it should be a confession, and I'm pretty sure it is a confession. So yes.
Yes.
1,000,000%.
We hold no grounds or weight in the judicial systems. So,
Not at all.
But yeah, I would definitely highly agree that
A judge
song,
should take that as a confession. If you have the song, and
if
you
I
play
was a
it.
judge, which I would never be because that takes way too much schooling.
But then, if they just said, "Oh, I capped this person in a drive-by," but they don't say the person's name, then
Like the guy who said he killed Tupac in a song.
who said that?
I don't know, one of the rappers.
I don't think anyone said that.
Biggie Smalls?
Biggie Smalls is dead too.
Yeah, but he capped Tupac.
That's the theory, is that he did.
Are
But
you
there's
impressed
also-
with my rap history?
I don't even know any of that because I don't listen
Oh.
to neither one of them. So
I thought you liked Tupac.
I've never said that.
Okay, so so that is, yes, we agree. Confessions in a song are a confession, so they should
It's
be.
the same thing as if you're going to court and they put you on a stand
And if you said something
and
in
you
recording,
said,
like since I frequently say to my husband, "I'm going to murder you," they can actually hold that against me.
they can. And it's like if she kept saying that, or if it like say she says it on the podcast and then I end up missing, she's going to be the first one.
Probably, but it'd probably be
So,
true.
So
we're gonna go to our confession.
Oh yeah,
number
it's
4.
confession now.
Number 4.
This is gonna be so weird to say. Confession. This is not coming from me. Just saying.
I know. I was trying to give you
I
the
want-
right number. If you just followed the numbers.
Shh, I'm trying to read. I want to fuck a clown. I love clown porn and NSFW content. Not safe for work. That's intense.
So you want to fuck a clown, babe?
No, I don't.
Do you want me to like dress up as?
I mean, I have nothing against it. Like, if you dress
Bozo?
up as a clown, I would fuck the shit out of you, 100%. But
I mean, then do it. There are.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put my 2 cents in this. If you're confessing to us that you want to fuck a clown, go fucking do it.
Yeah,
because
do
there are
it.
avenues. There are Facebook groups for people to do that.
Yeah, do it. There's nothing
fuzzies.
stopping you from
There's
banging a clown.
You know the people who dress up as animals, fluffies.
Well, I wonder, I wish I knew if this is a woman or a guy. I mean, not that it matters, but I just want to know. Because like, I'm
Nobody
saying
ever
go
puts-
fuck a clown, but it's like, if you're telling someone go fuck something, that means they are, doing the inserting or whatever. I would, that's the way it works in my brain.
But if they want to fuck a clown, so it has to be a female clown.
Yeah. No.
Maybe. Yes. Go fuck a clown. I want to fuck.
Yeah. A female. That's what I'm like wondering. Like,
Or it's a female who
because like
wants to.
when I hear like two
peg.
women say, "Oh, I fucked her," it's like, unless you use a strap on, you're technically not fucking her because there's no.
If we're getting in semantics.
I know. That's why I just want to know, but
No, but go do it. I support. Tell us after.
I support as well. Do it.
Let us
And
know.
I would
how
say
it
record
was.
it so we can
I
see
do
it.
not
but-
want to see that. Fuck that. So this one was short and sweet. Did you read ahead or no?
I didn't. I just saw that and I was just like, "Holy shit!"
So
Clown
some confessions
banging.
were. I might read this one and the next one because the next one's pretty long.
I can read the next one. Rude.
I planned it out so I could read the last one, but you can read it if you want. So this next one is short and sweet. Confession. What is this?
Can you turn your phone off, ma'am?
No idea what
Like
that's
you
for.
tell me.
Oh, that's supposed to be AM. Confession. I eat mayo out of a jar sometimes.
I mean,
Is it mayo or is it Miracle Whip? Because I understand Miracle Whip because it has that zesty zip.
I mean, either way, that's just not. That's hella different. I mean, I love mayo, but I could not eat it like by the
couldn't
spoonfuls.
just like eat like a spoonful of it.
No, I couldn't.
If I dared you to eat a spoonful of it,
I would probably barf.
Can you I want to elaborate on this? Why?
Only thing I can think of is because the first thing that popped in my mind when they said they eat mayo is
No.
it's gonna sound bad.
Yes, because you're a dick.
Maybe they have an oral fixation of having
Cum in their face.
cum in their mouth.
But it doesn't taste like cum. It tastes like mayo. It's delicious.
To
And then you
each
put a
their
little bit
own.
of garlic in it. It's
Maybe
cum aioli.
maybe the person eats a lot of mayo and it tastes like mayo.
Or they put a little garlic in it and it's cum aioli.
There you go. So that's the first thing that popped in my mind.
I mean, we're not giving advice on that. I love that. Thank you for sharing. I support it. But make sure you check your heart frequently because that is a lot of cholesterol.
That's a lot of cholesterol and a lot of fat in there.
Yeah, so hopefully you work out a little bit. Just go for a walk every so often. Just that's what
like
we're
how
asking.
much does it say how much? It's just,
No, it says I sometimes eat mayo out of a jar sometimes. But how many spoonfuls?
yeah, like how many spoonfuls? Do you go like ham biscuits?
Is
and
it one of
just,
those
like,
industrial jars from Costco?
have like a few spoonfuls or just like half of one, maybe just one?
I feel
Is it like
it's- I want to
dessert?
say it's like 3. I want to say it's 3 spoonfuls.
Watch
And
you
then-
like, no, you're wrong. It's like 10.
I eat the jar,
I eat the whole jar.
which I would support.
But if it's a small jar, that's not that bad, right?
I don't think it's great either way.
That
Unless
is
it's light
interesting.
mayo, then you do you.
No, it's still not like. Pretty sure your
Mixed
body.
with some like hard-boiled eggs in it, makes them like egg salad.
See, like, yeah, now they're like, I dip my fries in it. And I'd be like, all
add
right,
some, like,
that's
chicken in
that's
it.
not bad. 'Cause a lot of
Get
people
some
do
protein.
that. But they're just eating spoonfuls of mayo. That's
Maybe they're
a little
depressed.
interesting. I was thinking about that too. I was like, maybe that's like they're depressed. I was gonna say food, but
I have eaten a lot of weird shit when I'm depressed, and I'm just like, I just want something in my face, and I just need food, and I don't care what it is. I've eaten a lot of weird shit, so
is it like a depression meal,
maybe.
or is it
But
you
then
just do it just
maybe
to do
it's a
it?
comfort thing because it's like they know what it is, they know what it's going to do, and it's just like it's there for them.
I mean, it's like
Okay, it's a confession. We don't have to have our advice on it.
it's
just,
not a vibe. I'm just wondering. Like we're just discussing it. That's what we can do, right? That's what the whole point of confessions.
But I really
right?
want to know. Please make it light. I concern.
Yeah, light mayo. We hope.
But if not,
We are concerned
go
for
for a
your
workout.
healthiness.
workout.
All right,
Eight,
the last one,
yeah.
8.
This
It's
is
not
our last
even
one,
that
folks.
long. It's like 2 sentences. I just saw the last word.
Yep.
Confession. Not my confession, but one that was told to me on a first date. Ooh, spicy. I had a smoking hot Tinder date with this. Stop it. I had a smoking hot Tinder date with this gorgeous girl. Halfway through the night, she confessed to me that she had 2 functioning buttholes. What's wrong with that? But where is the other one?
Wait,
the
is
other
that it? Oh, that's it.
That's it.
Okay. How did you react?
Did you still keep dating this girl? Like, what's wrong
Wait,
with
have
that?
you looked at the 2 functioning buttholes as they were functioning? Is it just a piece of skin over the
Like-
butthole and making it split the poo?
I wonder where it is. Like, maybe her butthole took over the vagina spot?
Oh my God, that's dirty.
That would be terrible.
Or it was a conjoined twin situation. It's like on the side.
Maybe.
That would suck.
That would suck. I wonder where this other butthole location is. That's
Why are
my
we
concern.
dwelling on that?
Just want to know. I just want to know. Like people with web feet.
I don't have.
Yeah, you do. Look at all those webs.
That's a great
I
confession.
mean, I hope you still dated this girl. 'Cause I mean,
Did you run? Oh
you
my
said
God.
they were smoking hot, Tinder. They were gorgeous. There's nothing wrong
Maybe
with
that
having
was a
two
lie.
functioning buttholes.
Maybe they're just trying to see if you would run really easily.
Maybe. Or maybe they just didn't want to be on a date with you and they're like, I have two functioning buttholes.
Instead of getting the
to scare
fake
you
phone
away.
call, oh my God, there's an avalanche in my backyard. Like,
oh, there's static. I can't understand
you're
you.
in front of me. Like, you can't do that.
Like, I hope you continue dating this person. Like, I want to know how it went.
Please elaborate.
Yeah, we just want elaboration.
I always ask for
on all
people
of
to
it.
elaborate, and nobody elaborates, and I'm very upset
We
with you
want
all.
elaboration on all of these. I think the only one that was like enough elaboration was the 31 who hasn't dated in a long time. Like
They actually gave details.
They gave
Thank
detail.
you.
Like it was perfect. We didn't really need like anything else in order for
didn't
us
need
to
any
like
more information. We
give
just
our
told
advice.
them.
But the rest of them were like, we have so many questions.
I wish you were here. I wish we could get people to call in.
Yeah, call in
And just talk to them and be like, what? What is happening?
That would be kind of dope, though.
Maybe. If people are willing to do it when we want to do it.
That would be dope. Like, if we could do like a call, like that should be like a thing. Like, if people write in confessions, there should be like a yes or no checkbox for like being called.
Or you can like say, hey, please call me. And we can do that. And we can talk about it.
That would be dope.
Because then we can only
That
have like
would-
3 or 4.
Our We're Not Qualified would fucking be awesome.
It's awesome already. I love our
It would be even more awesome.
I love our questions.
Because when we
it's
have questions,
hilarious.
we're like, well, fuck, you know what? We can call this person. Bring.
And then we put you on the phone and we're like, hello.
And we're like, hello, Clarice.
He did not say it like that. It's a big old fat person.
You fuck me, I fuck me.
No, but you have to do it right. Would you fuck me?
I fuck me.
If you have not watched Silence of the Lambs, you fuckers, go do it.
The last confession. We want more details.
Yes.
Did you finish
Take
dating
a
this
shot.
person?
Dogs are making noise.
Yeah, they're playing with each other. Did you keep dating this person? And did you actually see the functioning buttholes? Those are my 2 questions. I don't know if wifey has.
Send them.
Yeah, if you have pictures, send them.
I don't know if I would actually look at those.
I would look at them 100%.
But I appreciate all the advice questions, all the confessions. You can always send them in.
Yeah,
no matter
good
what.
confessions and good advice. Just more detail.
More details. More detailed, the better, because then we don't have to ask ourselves a lot of these questions and dig deeper into our own psyche, because we're dark people.
And
we
Arrow
don't,
is by the mic, so take
and he
another
wants
shot.
to breathe and say hi. Ruff, ruff.
Ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff.
He doesn't really bark, but
He does. Well, when he's
he
outside.
does only outside, but not inside.
Not inside.
So thank you so much. If you do have any advice questions, confessions, you can always send them in at inforthenight69@gmail.com, or go to inforthenightpodcast.com and go to our contact page, like section, and then you can definitely reach us there as well. Just type in confession, advice. That's all we need, so I can filter out the spam, because I do still get a lot of spam. Other than that, thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Rate, review. We don't say that in every episode.
Oh, yeah,
Obviously.
we don't. Rate, review, please, folks.
Give us 5 stars. Even if you hate us, give us 5 stars and then explicitly tell us why you hate us, and we will read it on air.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
And if you think there's, I was going to say, if you think there's like possibility changes, but that's for the Patreon thing. So.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so thank you so much. We appreciate you. We hope that we gave you a reason to stay in for the night.
And it was entertaining like always. And until next time, peeps. Peace out.
And of course, in typical fashion, we forgot to tell you what the next movie is. Tyler,
Wifey's fault.
your fault. So what is your movie for next week?
National Lampoon's Van Wilder.
Lampoon. And you can find that on Pluto, Redbox, Amazon Prime, Vudu, Google Play Movies. There's a lot of places, so definitely watch that.
It's a pretty old movie, so it should be just about everywhere.
But guess what my topic is? Top 10 American serial killers.
Ooh, there you go.
There we go. I think that's going to end out our like Halloween-ish specials. So we'll be going back to normal shit. But this is going to be good. So tune in. Thanks.